Hello everybody. It is Monday, December 30th, and as you can tell, I'm kind of sick. My niece got sick on Christmas Day, so that was loads of fun, and I got sick as well as my sister and my mom. We all got sick the day after, and I have been sick probably for 4 days. This is the first day where I actually feel halfway decent. I still am congested, but I'm not. My nose isn't runny. I'm not coughing as much. So, yeah, that is good. So I wanted to come on here and kind of share something with you all. So on Christmas Day, so my guy cousin was supposed to get married next October, but it turns out that he actually got married in September. It was like a courthouse wedding, but what's weird is they didn't say anything to us until Christmas Day. And I think the reason why they told us Christmas Day was because they told us that she is pregnant. So yeah, I think that's why they told us that they got married. And I have nothing against like courthouse weddings. I have nothing against that at all. So I don't really know why they kept it a secret, because that wouldn't offend me at all. But his parents and like his dad and my mom are brother and sister, and they come from, you know, the time where you're supposed to get married in church and, you know, do all that kind of stuff and then have a baby, which technically they did get married and then have a baby. She said the reason why they got married in September was because they did not want to wait another year. And she is 26, I think. Or, yeah, she's 26, gonna be 27. She's like a year and a half older than I am. If you are under 26, you could still be under your parents' medical coverage. And I'm still under my parents' medical coverage, my mom's medical coverage, but I won't be come August next year. So she was off, she didn't have any health insurance. And so she was thinking that if they were to get pregnant, she would have a hard time, you know, getting insurance, because it's a pre-existing condition to be pregnant, which is a load of baloney. But anyway, so that was kind of her reasoning. And she's had a lot of health problems. I want to say she has like PCOS or something like that. She had surgery on her ovaries, I think about a year and a half ago. So she wanted to be covered, so that's kind of why they got married in September. But anyway, so she is pregnant, and she's actually due August 8th, which is a few days after my birthday. And I said, oh, you could have the baby on my birthday. That would be so cool. So, of course, you know, when someone spills the news that they're married or they're pregnant, everyone goes to the people who are single or who, you know, don't have that. And they were all asking me, oh, so are you next? Are you going to get pregnant? Are you going to get married? Where's your boyfriend? Blah, blah, blah. I get that question asked almost every time they see me. Like, oh, where's your boyfriend? They probably think I'm lesbian. They probably think I'm lesbian, but I'm not. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I totally respect the lesbian LGBT community. I totally respect that. I'm nothing against them at all. I'm so glad that they are able to get married. But no, I'm not lesbian. They probably all think that. A lot of people like to assume. But so they were all asking me, oh, when are you gonna have kids? Where's your boyfriend? Yada, yada, yada. And it really and I was kind of telling them, I said, you don't need a boyfriend to have kids, or, you know, you don't need a husband to have kids. You can do sperm donor. you all may not know this, but there is a show on MTV. I'm sure you can watch it online. It is called Generation Cryo, and it is about a young girl. I think she was 17 at the time, and she was looking for her sperm donor, but she was also trying to meet all her other half-siblings from the sperm donor. And she has, I think, like 15 other half-brothers and sisters. And to make a long story short, they do actually find the donor, and but they haven't met him yet. They're still kind of like communicating through email and whatnot. And it was actually a really cool kind of documentary style show, and I really enjoyed it. I could do sperm donor. Like, if I really wanted kids, I don't have to wait around for a guy to have kids. You know, I could go to the sperm bank. There's a sperm bank in California called the California Cryobank. I think that's what it's called. You can do the procedure at your home. Like, how ghetto is that? But people do it all the time. The girl on the show, the young girl on the show, she, her two moms, they did like the insemination at home. And I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about that. But then it makes sense because it's a lot cheaper and you don't have to go through like, you know, a specific doctor that does IVF or all that stuff, you know? So, so it does make a lot of sense why people would do something like that. I could just have a kid right now if I wanted to, but I won't. But it just made me think that I'm thinking, like, by the time I'm 30, I hope I'm done with OT or almost done with OT. I could totally really look into it and really consider it, because I would consider it. I don't need to wait around for a guy to have a kid. I could totally raise a kid on my own. And some of you might say, oh, that's selfish to raise a kid without a father. And that is a very valid point. But there are so many kids who are raised without a father, who go to Harvard, who are just amazing people. And you don't need a father figure to raise kids. I mean, it's ideal. It's an ideal situation to have a mom and a dad, but nowadays it's not always the case. And more than likely, there is just one parent raising the child. So, so yeah, I'm really considering it, and I'm sure my other family would think I'm so crazy. So, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about, because that's kind of what I've been thinking about. So, so hopefully I don't sound too crazy, but anyway, thanks for watching, bye.